Have you ever wondered what it's like to go to a Stanley Cup Finals game? Well, this is my first time, and the first time in Montreal in 28 years that we're hosting the Stanley Cup, and I'm going to take you in and show you the full experience of what it's like to go to a game. I'm Will, channel is Sprout. Go Habs, go. Let's go watch the game. Alright, so we're about to head out to the game now. It's currently 6 o'clock, the game starts at 8 o'clock, and you want to be there early because huge crowds will gather outside the Bell Center, and if you want to get in and you don't want to get lost in the crowd, you've got to show up early, go watch the warm-ups, cheer on the fans. It's our first Stanley Cup final game in Montreal in 28 years. Let's go watch the game. Okay, so by this point you've probably already figured out that it's really, really loud in the Bell Center, and I'm not going to be able to actually talk that much throughout the game. So I'm going to talk about the experience of attending the Stanley Cup Finals from home. So when we pulled up to the Bell Center, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. Like when I say electric, I mean I've never seen the city so engaged in Habs hockey before in my entire life. You got thousands of people in front of the Bell Center who are all wearing their red Habs jerseys, cheering, yelling, chanting, and mind you, the game wouldn't even start for like 2.5 hours when we arrived. Every restaurant is packed, everyone's eating wearing Habs jerseys, wearing Habs apparel, and it's honestly just so amazing to see because the whole city is so happy. If you know anything about what happened in Quebec during COVID, we were in curfew for over 6 months and the city was absolutely dead. I mean, nothing was going on in Montreal during that entire period of time. This Habs run, this magical run, just seemed to re-energize everybody. And so it's amazing to just be able to see the effect that hockey can actually have on people and on the entire city. So outside, like I said, it's absolutely hectic, but once you get into the arena, things are really eerie and really quiet. Mind you, there's only 3,500 fans that are allowed to attend this game, and the Bell Center actually fits 21,200 some fans. And the people in the Bell Center place towels on those designated sitting spots for each seat. Anyway, so you walk in and everything is split up into sections, which means that you actually can't move around the arena. You can only stay within your designated section, which usually has 1 or 2 food spots, a bar, and then an apparel store. And that's pretty much it. There's not much you can do. You can't meet up with your friends unless they're in your section. But honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're all trying to focus on the game, trying to get excited for what's about to come. And that's probably the best part of this entire experience. And once you walk into the arena, everything changes. Like, it's so sick, man. I can't even begin to describe it to you. You're in the Stanley Cup Finals, in the mecca of hockey. It has been one of my dreams to watch a Stanley Cup Final game with the Canadiens, and finally it was about to happen. And then you see warm-ups come on, and the fans get absolutely electric. The warm-up continues, the fans are cheering, they're booing the Lightning. Players get off, and the pregame ceremony starts. Reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me. Things get dark, the music gets loud, the highlights start coming up, and then when the Habs just get onto the ice, the feeling that you have when you watch that is like nothing else. I can make it right. I honestly lost my voice before the game even started because I was cheering so loud, and the whole time everybody in the arena, you could tell, we're all bound together to try and create as much noise as possible to make up for the other 17,000+ people who could not attend this game. And probably the best part is that for once in my life, I actually had legroom in the Bell Center. I had legroom, had no one sitting next to me. I could spread my arms, could stand up, could do whatever I want and not have anyone scream at me. And I'll probably never get that again for the rest of my life, but it was really cool to experience it at least once.
$28.75 on a puck. This cost $28.75 and I bought it. Worth it.
Alright, so if any of you guys actually watched the game, you know that we got absolutely blasted by Tampa right from the beginning. They scored 2 goals within the first 3 minutes of the game. And so, as you can tell by the footage that I've acquired, most of it happens before Tampa scores 2 goals, because as that game went on, I started getting more and more sad, more disappointed, and I wasn't really trying to film anything.
4-2 at the end of the second period. Can we come back and win, or is this series over?
Well, we didn't bring our best today. 6-3 final score, and we're down 3-0 in the Stanley Cup Finals, but regardless, an amazing experience. So happy that we at least got to go, and I bought a $28 puck. I guess that's worth something. It's worth 28 bucks.
I don't
know what to say. Are you happy you came?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Hopefully we'll be back here sometime soon and we'll win. You know, I'm 22 years old and the Habs haven't been in the Cup Finals since 28 years ago. For people around my age to be able to experience this is something that is so special. And then for people like my dad, who has watched the Habs win tons and tons of cups throughout his lifetime and then not see any action for 28 years, you know, it's special for everyone, everybody at different stages of their lives. It's been such a long time, no matter where you are in the course of your life. If you've never been to the Bell Center, you absolutely have to go. There's nothing like watching a hockey game in the mecca of hockey. Montreal is the best city when it comes to this sport. This is where the sport started. If you ever get the chance to come after the pandemic, when we finally are allowed to have all of our seats sold to fans, then you better show up. So yes, go Habs, go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see some more Canadian content and specifically Montreal content, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, check out the other videos that I've linked here below, and I will see you next time. I'm Will, and it's a mindset.